did a lot of chatting. So you chatted with Lyria, who turned out to be Volker's older sister. You learn that she's only working for the cult to keep Volker safe. And and she wanted to do research on the Cobblefrights to learn about their soul siphon ability that she believes can be used against the aspect of fire. You decided to let her continue her research with the help of Julia, who's one of the other students there, and under the supervision of a handful of professors whom uh,
Aren't
Riz,
cultist.
yeah, who aren't cultists and you all trust and Riz trusts. You headed back to the tree with no issues, and you were able to, well, three of you went up and chatted with the Birdfolk Council, where you learned that the Ovamea was in fact stolen and that the suspect is a Vulpin named Kira, that is the adopted daughter of Shay, that's one of the council members. And Kira was an aide to the council before she stole the Ovamea and disappeared with it. And she was also going to be one of the first humble folk members of the council. You also learned from Beta, the speaker, that the bandits are preparing for battle,
The
and
Band-Aids are preparing for battle.
I'm still thinking of this crazy health things.
Someone get the antiseptic.
You learned that they're preparing for battle, and that you've been tasked with going to the stronghold and seeing about convincing them not to attack, and perhaps join the side of the council. You also learned from Beta that it's possible that cult members might be speaking to them, considering that um, their perch guard that went to go check on the stronghold saw cloaked figures speaking to the bandits. You also know that the tenders are requesting help dealing with two ash snakes, and for now, you decided that the stronghold takes precedence, and a handful of perch guard are going with the pair of tenders. Um, and you've been asked to head right over to the grove after you're done with the stronghold. Hazel also just told you about the flaming specters, which is what the servant in Maybell's vision sounded like. So yeah, that is it. We can all, I guess y'all are starting just outside of the council and the council plaza, and of course, Taunok is downstairs,
Yeah,
waiting
I
outside the
was gonna say,
tree.
don't tell me where I am.
Uh, yeah, I believe we were going to have a look at a shop in the Canopy Market.
Yeah, so you can go check out Eliza's shop. Eliza being the Elaran or cat folk that you all helped get from, where was it? From a bit away to the tree.
There's no harm in stocking up before we travel around the map.
So yeah, the three of you can head from the council plaza down through the branches into the Canopy Market, which is an open air market with plenty of booths and stores. It seems to be bustling despite the tense air, and you do see a whole bunch of perch guard standing around as well, keeping eye on things.
Should I send a message down to Taunik asking if he wants anything?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that was on purpose.
Uh...
Uh, Message in head. Do you want anything while we're shopping, Taunik? Maybe some courage?
Uh, you can find a good deal on some new bits of armor and stuff. I wouldn't say no, but otherwise, I think I'm pretty much all set.
Any armor in particular, or would you like a nice pink tutu?
Just something a little heavier duty than this chainmail.
Roger. Heavier than chain. I shall be on my best behavior and look.
I say that. Am I even wearing chainmail? What is my armor? Yeah, scale mail.
Heavier duty than this scale mail.
Make your mind up. What are you wearing?
Look, you saw me what? An hour ago? Heavier than the stuff I've got.
The old age might be getting to you.
Keep that up once you're down here and I can actually reach you. We can continue this conversation and then.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, old man. That's if you remember what my face looks like.
No response.
No response.
So yeah, the Canopy Market does have armor shops and weapon shops. They looking around, the make of these armor and weapons are better than what you would find in the trunk market. Um, and you do see a handful of +1 armor and weapons in one armory shop. And besides that, you do see a store called Eliza's Emporium. That is where your cat friend is.
Probably heading there first. If anyone else has any different ideas.
And then now let's go see her.
Yeah, so you go to Eliza's shop, and Eliza's just saying goodbye to one of her customers before she notices you all and says, "Oh, long time no see. You're finally visiting me. It's been many, many days at this point, you know."
Yes, we've just got back and we're leaving soon. So we thought we'd pop in and see what you have.
Let me show you. And she kind of does a grand gesture to lead you all into her shop before pointing out towards a handful of random items, some boots, bracers, a cloak. And she says, "You know, all of these are magical. They provide extra things for you if you want them."
Ooh.
It certainly sounds interesting, but it's a case of what are they in price range?
Um, well, these ones, and she picks up the pair of boots. These are Eloran boots. They go for 200 gold. And those are the boots of elven kind.
Good for a rogue.
Apparently.
We also have these ring of feather falling. This is the most expensive of what we have here. It is 600 gold, and she puts the boots down and picks up a ring. As there are a few other items ranging in price between those two.
Ivo,
Yes.
ask Taunok how much money he has.
Old man with dementia, do you remember how much money you have?
Who's that? Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. About 40 platinum.
He has about 400.
Ask him if he wants a ring of feather falling.
Would you like a ring that stops you from falling very fast?
Yes.
You would. Okay. He says he would.
I'll be right down to collect. We'll go down the tree to go find Taunok and pitch in 200 of my own gold so he can have a ring of feather falling.
I mean, Taunok will hand over all 398 gold and 1 silver piece.
So he lied.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember how much full plate costs.
Full plate costs 1,500.
It's a big chunk, yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm
screw
not too
that.
worried. Yeah.
Splint and half plate would both be better than what Taunok currently has, but those are also more expensive than that.
Why? How much is splint and half plate?
Half plate is 750.
Woof.
I don't remember exactly Splint off the top of my head. Let me double check.
Volker has a lot of money that he's
Splint's only 200.
What? And splint's better than what you've got.
Yeah, I've got something. I am sitting at 18 with a shield right now. Splint would move me to 19.
Okay, I'm totally getting that ring for Taunok. So, and I'll go back down and give it right to him. So, Taunok, you add 1 ring of feather falling to you.
Nice.
Most excellent purchase.
I believe I may pick up those boots if available.
Oh, yes, 200 gold.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything you want, Mabel or Volker?
I just spent a good chunk of my money so Taunok can have the thing he wanted. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Volker?
I don't think I need anything. If anybody has anything else that they would want, I can purchase for someone else. I have gold with not a lot of use for it.
How about...
Can't you buy those magic-y doodads? You know, learn new whatever spells, things.
I could, but it's a little more complicated than that.
healing potions?
Oh, yes, I have those.
2 basic ones should be good, right? They're 50 gold apiece?
Yes.
Yeah, 2, please.
Oh, thank you. And she hands you the 2 potions.
You mentioned you had some braces.
Oh, yes. Braces of archery, 250 gold.
I have 19 left. You can have the rest.
Let me know, I've currently got a fair amount of coin.
There was a cloak that I missed here then.
Yes, the cloak of stoic kind, the cloak of elven kind. It is 300 gold.
Man, Rogue could get all kinds of suited up.
Honestly, as it stands, I could actually use the braces of archery because I use ranged. I used it with blades ranged.
What does the cloak do? I know what the boots do. What does the cloak of Elvenkind do? Is it the invisibility thing?
Cloak of Elvenkind is like similar, but it also gives other things disadvantage to try to find you, on top of giving you advantage to hide.
Yeah. Disadvantage on perception checks to see you, advantage on stealth checks to hide.
And how much is that?
That one is 300 gold.
You know, I just realized, as much as Taunok is afraid of falling, I already have a racial ability that does exactly what the Ring of Featherfall does.
Yep.
So I was saying, I might give the
Oh.
boots back and buy the cloak.
The cloak is just straight up better than the boots.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll give the boots back and just get the cloak.
Oh, yes, that is fine. Changing mounts are all right as long as you don't, go out and use it too much and then come back expect full price.
I was going to mention the racial ability, but I thought maybe because you were an owl type thing that you didn't have it. But
No, I do. It just
I
it
thought
won't. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I thought it would be a Taunok thing, like he
Yeah,
doesn't want to deal with his wings.
yeah. I mean, it's mostly the better safe than sorry. It doesn't matter right now, but if I get armor that's any better, it will matter because you can't use it if you're wearing heavy armor.
I guess maybe we'll end up with a ring in the future.
Well, as it stands, I've got 233. So I'd need, what, another 17 to pick you up armor?
I can buy. I have 600 gold with no purpose for it really. I mean, like I said,
Jesus.
I'm not particularly interested in buying a bunch of spells that I'm just not going to be able to cast anyway. So
By rituals.
there aren't very interesting rituals either. The ones that are decent are I already have, and I like the ones that I the ritual spells that I generally want are alarm and identify, and I don't need identify because I have a racial ability that replaces it, and I already have
Sh-
alarm.
Surely you want an unseen servant, a
Really
floating
don't care.
disc,
None of these
uh,
things.
gentle repose.
Uh, I'm
Well, if that's the case, Volker, could I lend some funds, please?
Can we get a plus? Is there +1 splint mail? It'd be more expensive,
I think that we'd have to probably get that out the armory outside.
but yeah,
Yep.
I have 605 gold.
Yeah, the plus one, I guess generally go for 500.
Note to self: +1 splint, better than plate, and just as good as plate, and cheaper, I should say.
What actually is splint mail anyway?
It's
It's
basically it's a load of bands struck together on a. I can't remember what it is. Probably on like a leather material.
fake plate mail made of much smaller pieces.
It's all splinters of metal, so whoever touches you in grapple just gets a handful of splinters under the skin.
I mean, that would be awesome, but no.
So if we want to spend 500, I can give 500. I don't really care.
Fair enough, and if I can possibly borrow 17.
Gold?
Yep.
Sure.
So yeah, looks like we're picking up some braces and a +1 armor.
Yay!
Ooh.
Upgrades.
Just count out, make sure that you take all the hits because I have an AC of 12
That's
and
the idea. That's
and
why I'm a
14
grappler.
and 14 hit points.
14 hit points. I'm
Volker,
I'm like 3 of you in a tin can.
Take this potion of healing.
Are you talking to Volker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You,
I don't need those.
you goober.
If I take
You know
damage, I'm probably in trouble anyway. I shouldn't have those. You should
you're
give it to
very
someone who
silly.
can.
You know it's never for you, right?
Well, but that's the thing. If someone else gets injured, I don't want to run and try. I don't want that responsibility to try and help save somebody.
Ah, you're silly.
I'm pragmatic.
But you know, once you use it on someone, you have a poison bottle, right?
Hmm.
I mean, you can use it for whatever you want. That's the joy of glass.
Are you trying to hawk healing potions on the merit of getting empty bottles, Legend of Zelda style?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's not really that kind of wizard. Doesn't really care.
He doesn't care about recycling.
Also, he's kind of a coward, so he doesn't want to run in and like be responsible for healing people. If he can't do it remotely, he's not interested.
Oh well.
Yeah. After you leave her shop, Eliza wishes you all well and good luck. Is there anything else you want to buy in the canopy market before you head down?
I want to check on the siblings.
Yep, you're able to do that. You're able to stop in the trunk market, um, see that the shopkeep Raptor is getting help from a pair of them moving a crate, while a third one is standing on a box at his stand.
That's all I needed to see. They were keeping out of trouble.
Yep, the third one is essentially trying to get business for uh, the shopkeep stand. Keeps calling to people to come and see his wares.
I'll go up to him and just give him one of my remaining gold coins.
Oh, what do you want?
Nothing. Just consider it a contribution to business.
Wow. Wow, look, Iggy, he gave us a free she gave us a free gold. At that, the shopkeep kind of looks up and cocks an eyebrow.
Thanks for watching them.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just disappear back in the crowd.
I suppose I need to go fire Izzy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's waiting at the bottom of the tree with Taunok.
Izzy, could I have a word for a moment?
Yeah.
We're going to be travelling from here on out. It's not going to be too safe, so gonna have to let you go.
She kind of stares at you, notices your bracers, and is like, mm-hmm. Ran out of money, I'd bet.
Well, that too.
Eh, well, I guess I'll go find some other work. Been nice working for you.
It's been a pleasure having you along with us.
She salutes and heads to the, what do you call it? The underfall.
Wow, she didn't even die like the last one.
I forgot she was even with us.
See, I haven't, because I've been paying a wage every day.
By the way, I'm not sure exactly who you are, but that ugly mug looks familiar.
Okay, old man, we'll find you a home.
Didn't I see you in the stocks 2 weeks ago?
It's possible, but with your bad memory, it could have been anyone.
How'd it go up there?
we've got some jobs, and we've got gear, and we're broke.
So same old, same old.
Pretty much, but you've got fancy new armor.
Ah, now that I appreciate.
Don't say we never get you anything.
Wait, you got me that?
No,
There's no way this little ring cost nearly 400 gold.
The ring costs 600.
What?
The armor costs 500.
Ah!
My two things altogether cost 550.
Why?
Because I'm stylish.
I'm paying you all back for that.
That's also one of the reasons why I had to let Izzy go.
Yeah, well, probably for the best anyway. Wasn't exactly much of a talker.
No, but considering we're going to visit the bandits and then deal with fire snakes, yeah.
Don't remind me. I still think that is a terrible plan, but at this point, if I don't go with you, you're gonna get yourselves killed anyway.
I didn't plan on getting myself killed.
You sure? Because I'm pretty sure you agreed to that.
Ooh, Maybell, maybe if we take him to the fields and a fire creature gets him, we'll have cooked chicken. He's in a big metal tin.
Hey, I'll take this big metal tin of yours. Thank you again, by the way. Over those rags you got.
Well, hopefully they won't even see me and just focus on you.
Mug like that, I find that hard to believe.
Well, we'll see.
Wanna get moving?
Yeah, I suppose maybe we can sneak up on them, take them all out at once if we get there fast enough. They'll never see us coming.
We're not fighting them.
You keep telling yourself that.
No, we're actually on a mission for the council.
Yep, I heard it. You guys told me. I'm just saying, every time we've met the bandits, they're tried to murder us, and or we've murdered a bunch of them. So, just stating the obvious here.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we will head out to the main map. And
So you said that was +1 splint?
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
You feel
you
special
20?
now.
Are you at 20 AC?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ivo and Tarnok just feeling very special at the moment.
So it'll take about 5 days to get to the base of the mountain and probably like a day to get up to the Bandit Fortress. Is there anything you all want to speak about as you're heading down the main road past the Avium and to the Crest Mountains?
So, I'm wondering, why do you need the ring when you can fly, Tarnok?
Well, first of all, you can't fly in this stuff. It's too heavy.
That sounds like a you problem.
Also, doesn't hurt to have it. Personally, I plan to just not go anyplace high up. But, sometimes we haven't had that luxury. So, here we are.
You realize we're going up a mountain.
Yeah, mountains are different. Like, it's not my favorite thing. Don't get me wrong, but, like, I'm not worried about the mountain catching fire and disappearing from underneath me.
It depends on the mountain.
That's a valid point. Are you sure we want to go here?
Oh, here's his courage. Already ran away.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, they're coming this way eventually anyway, right? Why don't we just wait for them?
Yeah, it's not much of an option, Townick.
Because we have to go save the tenders.
Yeah. And I suppose that's a good point. Hey, let me root around. Maybe there's a way we can get there that's a little safer.
I can probably find their ways a little better than you can.
I'm not talking about going their way. They're a bunch of idiots.
Can I climb a mountain without ascending?
It's called a
Uh,
canyon, and no.
yeah. Yeah. No, although Ivo does find a route. Yeah, you can cut through forested areas twice as fast. So you can get to here by cutting through the forest in 2.5 days.
It seems that old training pays off now and again.
So let's say you get to the bottom of the mountains about, it's around noontime at this point. So going up the mountain will take until about noontime the next day.
Well, would we like to rest at the bottom or rest halfway up?
Bottom sounds good.
But bottom's probably better, yeah.
Very well. I'm just going to check out the area if you guys want to make up camp.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Well, if you want to just get a general lay of the area, do a perception check if you're looking for something specific like thieves' cant stuff. Uh, roll investigation.
Probably more looking for thieves. Can't see if there's any notices of passages, traps, anything like that.
Yeah. Cool. So you notice one area of the mountain where the rock seems to be a bit more smooth and worn down, and that seems to be where the bandits are more likely to walk up. And you also notice that there's a notice beside that path that said, "All who wish for freedom may come up the mountain."
I'll head back with my hood up, just sneaking up on Townick.
Yep. Roll your stealth check, and Taunok can roll his perception.
Do you want me to roll or just use my passive?
What is your passive?
I'm currently rolling at advantage, you're rolling at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Yep, I can do that. Ooh.
Oh.
So yes, Ivo was able to approach Taunok silently and appeared just behind him.
Old man.
Yeah! Why, you little... Get over here! What do you think you're doing?
I told you you'd have to find me first.
Ivo, do you not usually sneak up on the rest of us, either because Volker would hit you with a spell or because I'm cooking?
Oh no, I sneak up on Town because it's funny.
You do give him big reactions, Townek.
Yeah. If he stands a few feet closer when he does it next time, I'll show him a big reaction.
Well, good news. I found the path that the bandits primarily use. They even noted down a motto what they use, so kind of gives it away.
Hmm. Anything we should know for a motto?
No, just those who seek freedom, the usual stuff.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we gotta propagandize somewhere.
Hey, Ivo,
Yes.
what's a motto?
So, best way to describe that. Say if someone constantly does something, then says the exact same thing after doing that thing, such as if Volker casts a spell and suddenly started saying Shazam after it, Shazam would be his motto.
That's more of a catchphrase, really.
Well, mottos are more of a sentence, but yeah, same difference.
I get the feeling that's wrong. But thank you for trying.
Didn't say he was the smartest one.
So, Volker,
Yes.
you have book smarts.
I have books, is that?
You have book smarts.
Oh, book smarts.
You've probably read a dictionary out of boredom.
No, but
You strike me as the type who would.
I
Where
have
are you going with
friends.
this, Maybell?
Can you tell me what's a motto?
As would probably describe it as more of a principle or like like a group of people that are working together may come up with a set of ideals or beliefs or something and just come up with a phrase to describe that. And that would be more what I would think of as a motto.
Much better. Thank you. I think I understand better.
I 100% thought you were gonna go with the joke, "What's a motto with you?"
Would have been better.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to reach for, but I'm also satisfied with this.
Yeah, Volker would not get the attempt at puns or humor.
So, just hanging out here till tomorrow, and then if no one comes and finds us, going up there and finding them.
Yeah, we should probably prepare a speech or something.
I was thinking take us to your leader.
So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're trying to convince them to help the folks at the Alderheart.
Yes, and the rest of the forest.
I mean, to be blunt, I'm not sure you could convince me to do that, let alone them.
True, but I doubt they're going to be as stubborn as you.
Hey, there's a lot of people up there that really don't like this place. At least from my understanding.
I mean, you could always lead with, hey, there's about to be an invasion from an fire elemental that wants to scorch everything harder. And then when the bird folk are weak, then you can attack and take over.
Doesn't that kind of encourage them to not participate?
No, I mean, it encourages them to anticipate and then, continue with their planned civil war.
That seems like a good way to get them to say, okay, we'll wait till after all the fire stops and then we'll show up.
Yeah, let's maybe put that one in the back pocket.
That's why I said we needed a plan.
Well, I can reach out to some people that I knew. And,
Hopefully these ones don't try to stab you.
That's just part of the
Why?
charm.
He looks good with dance partners.
Yeah, it's just part of the charm.
So you're gonna reach out to your people. Ugh. And just, what, tell them, hey, sorry, I know you're mad, but, like, maybe you should help the people you're so pissed off at?
Well, probably use a few more words and maybe try to negotiate, but that's generally the idea I was going to go with.
There's someone slightly more pissed off than the Bird Council that you should try to keep your families alive from.
Well, hey, when that goes south, let me know when you want me to break a few bandit heads.
You do realise we're going into a place called the Bandit Fortress? Meaning more than about 5 people?
Yeah. Like, I'm assuming that you don't want to meet with all of them at once in case things go bad?
Well, no, we're going up to the fortress, probably inside the fortress.
Uh-huh. Like I said, when things go south, just let me know.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, sorry. Oh, Birdsus.
Good Lord, Kareth, please guide all of us fools.
And as you're chatting, sun starts going down. It's headed into nighttime.
Probably be a good idea to set a watch here. We're close enough to that camp.
I don't have any trinkets like that.
Come again?
I said I don't have any trinkets like that.
Like what?
Watches.
Maybell, did someone hit you on the head while you were up there?
Unfortunately, she's very punny.
Did she fall out of the tree? This is what happens when you fall out of the tree. That's a small fall.
I'm just trying out the whole confidence thing by trying to pick on all of you more.
Unfortunately, Maybell, it appears Tarnuk doesn't have a punny bone.
Ha 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 ha.
Seriously, I brought plenty of rations. What would you like to eat tonight?
Chef special.
I'd like to try to forage and see what's kicking around here then.
Yeah, make a survival check. Okie doke. With that, looking around, there doesn't seem to be too much vegetation getting close to the mountain, although you do find some moss and fungi that might work nicely. Lifting a rock, you also find some lovely crunchy insects.
South.
Oh, goody.
Nope, if I crush them up and hide them in my pockets and just sprinkle them later if you aren't looking, you won't know.
Oh, you don't need to crush up a grub.
Ah, no.
For birds,
Slimy,
right?
yet
Oh,
satisfying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've not got anything crunchy at hand, so I can't do that one.
I don't think deer eat bugs.
Do
I
you
don't
Yeah.
think any of us. Well, you might, Volker.
I think ravens eat meat, don't they?
Yeah.
Ravens, I think, are omnivores. They'll eat bugs. Uh, Owls and falcons certainly do not
They-
prefer it.
Owls eat mice.
Yeah,
Owls and falcons will probably just eat it.
gonna go hunt some gerbine.
Extra protein. Oh no.
I was just reading. I wanted to look it up. So ravens eat baby tortoises and mice and adult pigeons and great
Yeah.
blue herons and eggs and
Okay,
grasshoppers
to
and
be
beetles and
fair,
scorpions
the fucking
and
pigeons have
fish.
it coming.
Yeah, ravens will eat like friggin' anything.
Apparently, ravens will eat wolf and sled dog dung.
Yeah, if it had a pulse at some point, or it even had like a fraction in nutritional value, it's gourmet.
Yes, pet food. So yeah,
And the raven will fucking cut you over dog shit too.
I didn't realize that they were carrions. I always think of buzzards and stuff when I think of that.
They will quite literally eat that good shit.
Yeah. And deer eat crops, grasses, vegetation, acorns, and nuts.
Yep.
Fresh shoots.
And occasionally whatever bug happens to be on it.
Kind of like when you're, riding a motorcycle and a bug flies in your mouth. You just
Yeah, you just
side
chill
effect.
with the flow. You accidentally swallowed a bee.
Accidentally.
Hey,
Meanwhile,
neither do you wanted
owls
it.
are mostly eat small mammals, and falcons, I believe, mostly eat other birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in a world where we're all mammals and avian creatures, I'm pretty sure bugs fall into the small creature category.
Yeah,
It's like
They count as
we're getting too
edible.
hung up on this.
yeah, the more you look into it, the weirder it gets. It's like, yeah, I eat the bugs.
Yeah, there's a whole cannibalistic aspect that we'll just gloss over.
It's only
Yeah.
if it's your own species.
Listen, we may sometimes eat our own horns, but we don't like actually eat each other.
That's messed up.
Well, plus,
They're nutritional.
hey, bugs are nutritional. The amount of protein you get is fantastic.
Taunok is very distinctly going to go out of his way to eat his own rations tonight.
Come back.
Once I'm sure that's not horn stew, I will.
Have I ever had horns? No.
No.
I'm a lady. We don't have horns.
And that's what you keep telling us to chop them off every night.
Yeah.
I vote.
That's what that grinding sound is.
I know, that makes sense.
I always assumed it was just her teeth.
No, it's the grinding of the horns.
It does make a lot of sense.
I have 8 molars.
Can we talk about how teeth are weird?
Why you don't have them?
Like, why do you have them? Why don't you just have a beak like everyone else?
Because I eat real food. I don't swallow it whole.
Hey, that is a proud tradition.
Yes, he's very good at swallowing things whole, like his courage.
Maybe we should all just go to sleep. Our conversations are becoming very strange.
Oh. So we're gonna take a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set up
Yep.
an order.
Volker will go first because he cast alarm and he's tired.
Okay.
Townok actually has dark vision, so he'll probably do one of the night shifts.
I'll just
Yeah.
keep the fire going and cast light.
Okay. So yeah, three watches. So go ahead, Volker. Okay, with the 19, you don't really hear much going on. You hear the scuttling of some bugs every now and again, but that's about it.
Our dinner's running away.
Okay, with a 12, you
Bit distracted by the looming mountains and the thoughts of climbing them tomorrow.
yeah, yeah, you don't hear much, but as you're kind of looking around trying to see what's going on, suddenly from like right beside your camp, a figure emerges from the uh, underbrush.
Whoa, hey!
And you hear a squeak like, whoa, whoa, when did you guys get here?
Why did wait? Wait a second.
And
Peer
with
at
your,
that figure.
yeah, with your dark vision, you see it kind of looks like a gerbil at first, but as you get a closer look, you see she has long ears. She is a rabbit gerbil.
That's adorable.
Have we seen a rabbit Jervine before?
Not yet. Most of them seem to be mice or rats.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
When did we get here? When did you get here?
Well, just now?
Okay. Decided to just sneak up in the night?
No. I got lost in the forest. I was supposed to get here yesterday.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, let me get up the one up. He's supposed to be talking to you, I'm sure. Hey! Ivo!
Townok will go over and just kick Ivo to wake him up.
But do you see him?
I don't have to see you. I can friggin' smell you. Come on. You got a company here.
I doubt it's my company, but sure.
Yeah. Came here. Supposed to get here yesterday. I figured you'd be the best one to talk to about that.
Sit up and look at them. Would you care to come closer so I can see you?
Oh my
This is
God.
not like a trap, right?
If it was, would we be sitting here talking with you cordially?
Tana,
Uh,
shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
No.
Stop yelling.
and
We have
yeah,
company who's blind as a bat. You want to make us some light?
Ugh, fine. Fuck. I hate you sometimes. Mabel will slowly get out of bed.
Sometimes?
And
We're getting
cast
somewhere.
light.
yeah, you are able to cast light, and the young Gerbine rabbit steps forward, and you see that she has kind of brown and tan fur, and she's wearing some like a dress with some leather armor, and she's carrying a staff.
Oh my
Also
goodness.
some white fur down her forehead up to her nose as well.
Child, you are adorable.
And her nose kind of wiggles as she looks at all of you and is like, oh, wait, are you all going to be joining the bandits too?
Yes, we're going to be joining the bandits.
Oh, excellent. I've been traveling all the way here alone. It's been kind of lonely and um, it took longer than expected.
Have you eaten?
No, not really. Well, I got some, like,
Sit down.
breakfast.
Have some whatever time it is meal.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'd say it's like, what, 3 in the morning? And she will sit and put down her pack and her walking stick.
So, don't think me rude, but who are you?
Oh, my name is Roxy Goodborough. Who are all of you?
I'm Maybell, and I'm not usually up at this hour.
And
Yep. Mabel, Ivo, the loud one's Taunik, and the sleepy one is Volker.
oh yeah, and when she steps closer to the camp, Volker, you do hear that alarm going. And she says, "Well, I'm glad that I ran into all of you then, if you're all joining the bandits."
Why are you joining the bandits?
Oh, I was trying to figure out what you said, but I think I figured it out.
Why are you joining the bandits, rabbit lady?
Yep, I'm joining them. You know, they seem pretty good.
Good.
Any particular reason, good?
Oh, you know, I live in the north end of the forest, kind of north, close to the Scorched Grove, and well, one of the bandits saved me. She was super nice.
Did she give you a name?
She said her name's Lisa.
Oh, I know Lisa. She's a Vulpin.
Yeah, Vulpin. I was kind of shocked because, you know, we don't get much Vulpin up north there, but she was super nice and she helped us get out.
Did she tell you anything to tell them at the fortress to let you in?
Nope. She just said to go up if I want to, and they're letting a whole bunch of refugees in.
Interesting.
Probably robbing them blind too.
Shut up, Taunik.
Oh, ignore him. He's just grumpy. Don't woke up.
Yeah, sorry for
Jump
stumbling
right
into. Oh, he yells a lot.
Yeah, he always yells. Even his inner thoughts are yelling.
You know, I never thought about the ramifications of you being able to do that before. Yeah. Yes, they are. Huh.
But yes, we're going up to speak with the bandits tomorrow. Hopefully you can travel with us.
That would be so nice. I don't want to get lost in the mountains.
That sounds like it could be bad.
Hey, kiddo. This is
Mm.
about to be my watch anyway. You want to just take over my sleeping role?
Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, she will hop over to you. I really appreciate it. Not used to traveling so far.
Yeah, sleep in.
Yeah, get your rest while you can.
Yep, good night. Thank you for having me.
Sleep well.
And yep, she will get into the role and fall asleep. You now have a rabbit friend. This is the
Yeah, I think I'll mouth at Taunik. Play along.
Townok will roll his one eye.
Oh my
But-
god, I was right. She is adorable.
That's
Okay.
disgustingly cute, actually.
Why does
Yep,
it keep getting cuter the longer I look at it?
the moment I saw her, I knew that she had to be in the game. And Maybell, you can do your perception check for the last watch. You are too busy staring at your cute new friend. But
Yeah, watching somebody sleep, that's not creepy.
I mean,
But
that's just
nothing-
real Sam.
nothing seems to
You know what? Fucking fight me.
nothing seems to happen during the night, and y'all can wake up nice and rested in the morning. And your rabbit friend is still sleeping.
Well, at least we have confirmation that they're basically just letting everyone in.
Yeah, makes our job a little easier.
That and the fact that I know Lisa and our newest friend here also knows Lisa should help us get a bit further into the place.
Well, it's also interesting that it sounds like they're doing rescue work on their own and taking in the forest folks that, you know, the avian don't want.
I know bandits in general have a bad reputation. I
They're
do
just people.
I do get that. But when I was a bandit with Lisa, we weren't just robbing everyone willy-nilly. We robbed to stay alive. We never harmed anyone. That's what most bandits these days are doing, just enough to stay alive. And if you haven't noticed, unless you're living in one of the main towns, or within Alderheart itself, there's not a lot of help out there for people.
That much, I suppose, is true.
And that's what I'm going to try and play on when we get there.
Still don't like this plan. But I suppose if they're trapping in little ones like this too, we might as well disrupt that how we can.
It doesn't sound like they were
More
trapping.
people fighting for the side of the people, the better.
Plus, it kind of gave me an idea to what we can use to negotiate.
What?
Well, the people want other representation on the council, and the council want the conflict to stop and for extra aid.
Yeah, you were pretty explicit about not allowing that again after what happened last time.
No,
They're also a bunch of pricks.
yeah, but it's
Now we can agree on that.
it's a negotiating point.
I'm not sure they'll go for it, even with the dire situation. Frankly, I can't blame them either.
You'd be surprised. The last thing they would want is the entire forest burning down. Then there's nothing for anyone.
I meant the council.
Well, the council will need all the help they can get, and if it brings extra people to the table, I'm pretty sure they'll listen. And if they don't, it just proves what bloody fools they are.
You know, for someone who doubts their own abilities enough, they feel like they need to take off someone else's plate to fill their own, you are surprisingly optimistic.
It's not optimistic. I'm just approaching this from a different viewpoint.
I still feel like we should be upfront about what danger is coming.
Oh yeah, we're going to be in a lot of danger. There's no doubt about that.
I don't just mean being in a bandit camp.
Well, no, I mean with the fires as well. We're literally walking to one dangerous situation to another immediately afterwards.
That's without even mentioning the whole mountain.
The mountain isn't dangerous unless you fall off it.
Say what? Is it secretly a volcano?
Ooh, that's an idea.
Mountains don't tend to jump.
Thank everything that is true.
But they can shake quite a lot.
Yeah, I know. So I've heard.
Well, should we wake up our little friend and be on our way?
Yeah, I suppose.
Miss Goodbarrow.
And she kind of mumbles in her sleep a little bit before her ears kind of twitch up and she looks up and says, Oh, it's morning. Sorry, I slept in, didn't I?
It's all right. It's all right. You gotta be exhausted anyway. Come on,
I
though.
told
Up and at 'em.
Thank you. And she kind of gets to her feet and stumbles a little bit out of the bedroll. Picks up her pack.
Here's some breakfast, dear.
"Oh, thank you.
I'd be careful with that. Never know what she puts in there.
Oh my
As she's
goodness.
nibbling at the food, she's like her eyes widen as she looks back at Maybell.
He says this all the time about my food. I swear to God, I'm gonna hit him with a pan one day.
I don't know why, it seems really yummy.
Just make sure the
Yeah,
pan's
you're
hot.
saying that now.
What'd you say?
Yeah, just make sure the pan's hot when you hit him.
Maybe.
Volker, you up or what?
Yes, I'm just waiting for you all to actually start moving.
I mean, we can always wait a minute or two, let folks eat their whatever it is.
Yeah, put away the backpack, put away everything else, and
Oh, Roxy, before we set off, you said you met Lisa on the northern edge of the forest near the grove?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why? What was happening?
Oh, well, you know how I said we lived near the Scorched Grove? The grove kind of expanded.
Oh,
I'd heard that had been happening.
cussing and serving.
Mm-hmm.
So you think the bandits are going to help you out with that?
That's what Lisa said.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
well, when we get up there, we'll be able to ask her, and hopefully that's true, and we'll be able to help.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be perfect. She said that she's gonna help as much of us as she can. And she did help us when she was there as well. Got us
Hmm.
out of danger. Yeah.
Sure, she made your travels a lot later.
I don't think so. She didn't take anything. Like, she didn't like carry a backpack with supplies or anything for me. I
Yeah,
carried this all on my own.
he's just
You're
grumpy
so
when he wakes up.
strong.
That's impressive.
Yeah, grumpy.
Good job, Miss Goodborough.
Thank you.
Yeah, grumpy when he wakes up. Grumpy in the evening. Grumpy when he goes to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Y'all ready to head off up the mountain?
Yes.
You start your journey from the spot that Ivo found the day before. You're able to go up the mountain and around a third of the way, make a survival check, and Ivo can make an investigation check to make sure you're still going up the right path.
Don't look down.
Oh!
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Perfect.
Yeah, between Maybell's survival check and Ivo's investigation, you're able to, Ivo's able to look and see the thieves' cant notes on either side of the mountain path that Maybell is making sure y'all stay on. And the thieves' cant points out potential mountain lion dens and gives warning to stay away from those. So you're able to continue
Good
up.
lord.
You're able to continue up the mountain with no issue. At
I don't
around,
I don't
yeah.
want to picture mountain lions in this setting.
Oof.
Like that's like dragon
Dragons.
equivalents.
Yeah. Miss Goodborough, are you getting tired?
Oh, well, a little bit, but I think I can keep going.
Nah, I can carry you for a bit.
Oh, no, 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 it's okay. You don't need to.
Oh, you're so small. I'm pretty
She's a grown
strong.
woman, Maybell. Be kind to her. Stop
I
treating
am.
her like a child.
Pouty face.
She's always like this.
You get a little giggle out of Roxy. And getting up about halfway up the mountain, you start to feel the cold in the air as you're getting higher up in the atmosphere. And roll one more investigation / survival check.
Jeez, I was gonna say
Sorry.
I'd take that at
Give me that.
disadvantage, but
Yeah, y'all still able to stay on the right path. Don't run into any mountain lions as you go.
Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Hey, what's that
And
down there?
Don't know. Don't care. Keep moving.
and
Electro.
with Watcher's Eye, you don't notice any like dens that would have belonged to bandits or anything. Just
That's
mountain
okay.
lion dens.
I didn't mean to hit that.
Oh, okay.
I know we're going into a bit of a mess. So
And by the evening, you see a pair of stone towers through some mists that are starting to grow as you head higher and higher up the mountain. The pillars or the stone towers are connected by a fortress, and you do see a few distant shadowy shapes patrolling the parapets of the fortress. At the entrance of the fortress, there's a pair of grand wooden doors behind an iron portcullis, and as well as a smaller door off to the side that's guarded by 2 Mapatch bandits.
Oh, seems like we found the place.
Yep. Surprise, surprise.
Yes, just be careful of the drop.
Oh, trust me, I am being very careful.
Well, shall we
So,
approach?
hey, you take the lead, mister. You're the one with the connections here.
Yes, I will talk to the bandits, don't worry.
Unless you got anything to share about it, Volker.
I'll call up hello and Mad Patch.
Yeah, the bandit pair look towards you and say, state your business.
We'd like to join, please.
And the pair kind of like whisper to one another, and Roxy steps forward and says, yeah, we'd like to join. Lisa, she helped me. She helped me escape and said that you take refugees and you let them join some of them. And the Map Badge kind of whisper to each other a bit more before giving a nod. And um, Maybell, you can give a persuasion check with advantage. And
Oof.
the Map Badge kind of say, just wait a second there. We'll be right back. And one of them kind of opens the door a little bit and runs inside. And after a few minutes, they return. Is there anything you'd like to do before they return?
Well, that sounded convincing.
Cast Bless on Ivo.
I'll just shout across to the other guard. Do you know if Lisa's in?
Yep, that's who we're getting. Confirm that story. And he kind of stares at Maybell.
Oh, goody, the one we robbed.
Well, let her know that her brother's here.
Well, she can come out and confirm that herself. She's probably heading her way soon.
Looking forward to
Sam, you know that Bless only helps with attack rolls and saving throws, right?
Well, I might need it soon, so I'm gonna use it for
it. Yeah, you're probably best holding off because it only lasts
You're
for a
right.
minute.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, after a few minutes, the doors open and the Map Batch guard comes out, as well as Lisa. And as she steps out, she notices Ivo first, gives you a grin, and then sees the rabbit and is like, Roxy, you've made it. And she's like, yep, traveled all the way here on my own.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Yeah, we was wondering if we could have a word with you and your leadership.
She kind of tilts her head and gives you another fanged grin, as like, what for?
Diplomacy.
Yes, if you would believe it's council business.
Funny, I don't believe that, but... And she turns to the guards and says, okay, let us in. And the guards kind of give each other a look before opening the doors wide and allowing you all to step into the Bandit Fortress. And once you've stepped in, you see that there's a courtyard with a small community of humble and bird folk. Some of them seem to be unarmed, other ones are clearly bandits. They're wearing kind of warmer clothes due to being so high up the mountain. They're all going about their day, and it kind of feels like you've stepped into a small village. There are two buildings in the courtyard, one to the left and one to the right, as well as a narrow road that leads to a third that's built within the mountain itself.
Lisa, if it helps convince you, I will disarm myself. And I'll hand her her sword back and a dagger.
Interesting.
We are actually here for council business, believe it or not.
As I said, I don't. It's not like the council to commune with bandits.
Well, desperate times and all that.
You're referring to the fires.
Yeah, once we're done here, that's where we're heading next.
Hmm. Be interesting. Wonder why the council didn't just come themselves for some parley.
I mean, need to spell that one out for you?
Well, if they want our help for something, think they'd be brave enough to come show themselves.
Ha!
It's...
Mabel's gonna mockingly hold something like a finger as a mustache over what would be her top lip and be like, I'm a birdfolk council. I have a stick up my butt. I can't do anything unless it's sitting from my high chair.
Well, that's also... We've been losing a lot of tenders at the Grove.
Hmm. Well, I don't wish any ill will on the tenders. They're doing as best they can with what they're given.
But, yes, we would like to speak to, however funny it may sound to you, whoever's in charge, whether that's a person or a group of people, would come with a proposition.
Yeah, it might be interesting, to say the least. I assume little Roxy is not actually going to be part of this conversation.
No.
I mean, no, she doesn't want to be.
As far as our dear Roxy here, we're just possible recruits.
Ah. Well then, Roxy dear, just come along here. We'll lead you, get you situated with the others. Get you rested. And Roxy's like, oh, well, it was nice meeting the four of you. Thanks again for helping me get up the mountain.
That's no problem.
Hope we meet again.
And I hope so too.
Keep your wits about you, short staff.
Will do. I'm gonna train to be the best bandit ever.
Ugh.
Yep, and you see Lisa has left Roxy with an elderly hedge woman before heading back to the group and says, follow me, stay close.
Yes, Towner, we wouldn't want you to get robbed.
Oh, they are welcome to try.
So I hear you've been busy, Lisa.
Yes. You know, our great leader has decided to provide some aid to any humble folk that require it, and so here we are. It's, I suppose, become more of a refugee camp than a bandit camp.
I'll
And how
admit I'm a
exactly is
little
he managing
surprised.
to... Oh, sorry, try that again.
I'll admit I'm a little surprised.
Hmm. Our general just wants freedom for all, not just bird folk.
Hmm. And, how exactly is he, providing for these refugees?
He, and
Whatever.
I don't think I need to tell you, we are bandits.
Uh-huh. So, rob Peter to pay Paul and all that.
Rob the rich, mostly. Don't want to steal from the refugees we're trying to help.
You
Which
say
is
that.
like stealing, right?
Last time I remember meeting your folks, it was doing quite a bit of robbing refugees.
Those two aren't with us any longer.
Could be wrong, but pretty sure it's because we put them in the dirt.
Yep, Tara, the DM, forgot that. That's okay.
It's all right.
The statement was still correct.
It's still true.
Yep. And as you're talking, she leads you down that narrow road north of the courtyard, and it climbs up a 40 feet tall barrack of logs that are tied together to make a set of double doors. And there is a pair of map patch there as well. And as you approach, they kind of give Lisa a look before she nods, and they open the door. And as you enter what is the bandit inner keep, it's built into the wall of, or into the mountainside. To your right, you see doors that Lisa doesn't head towards. She instead heads left, leads to another set of doors. You go through an armory and into what appears to be a meeting hall. And there are two map hatch as well as a Gerbine bandit. And Lisa just says, I assume General Seridan is still here? One of the map hatch kind of nod and say, yep, who are them? And she says, just friends, you could say.
Hmm.
And he gives a nod before going up to a set of doors on the right and knocking and says, got some visitors for you, General. And with that, stepping into the room is a tall servant female, her face partially covered by a red bandana, heavily armored. And she stares at you all as you enter. Her one eye moves through each of you before looking back at Lisa and says, and who are they? Friends, as I said, General. They wish to speak to you about a proposition. And yeah,
It is a pleasure to meet you, General. I've heard next to nothing about you, which is a good thing.
move you all here. And
We have a grid.
and the general just says, I suppose I did not intend for anonymity, but welcome, friends of Lisa. I am General Benna Seridan.
General Sheridan, my name is Ivo. I've known Lisa for quite some time. This is Volker, Maybell, and Taurek.
Townhawk.
Maybell, you seem familiar to me.
Hi.
I believe we may have met in our old village once or twice. Or you may know my mother more like Arabella.
Oh my goodness. How is she?
Not alive anymore.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's to be expected.
I'll be honest. I can't believe her daughter is here.
After her death, I knew I had to do something.
This explains the bold change.
And so, enough pleasantries. You came to speak to me about something. I'd like to know what.
Well, considering where Lisa's told me she's been recently, I assume you know that the grove is spreading.
I do.
We've come here on behalf of the council, believe it or not.
And at that, Benna just laughs.
That seems to be the general response.
They actually wanted my help now. Is that it?
Initially, no. They were going to send people here to, well, the other option.
Ah, yes, the other option.
But I convinced him there may be a third option on the table.
And that is?
Did you know in the past there was nearly a humble folk council member?
I didn't. That is a surprise.
Yeah. A Vulpin, actually, named Kira. And the reason why that didn't happen is because they stole the Ulvermeum.
At that, Lisa and Benna kind of look at each other in surprise.
That's why there's a general mistrust from the council towards humble folk.
And I'd argue and say, why pin an entire race of creatures on one Vulpin's mistake?
Because they're fools.
I mean, you do also label yourselves as bandits. The whole stealing thing is probably a bigger part of that problem.
We steal what we need to survive. Or at
Mhm.
least most do.
I understand. I've lived that life as well a while ago. But as it stands, the grove is spreading, and their forces are running thin. And I believe you've been getting visits from certain robed people as well.
At that, Lisa just gives a quick glance to Benna, but she doesn't seem to react.
We know who they are. There's no need to worry about that, Lisa. Those who would like to expand the flame. But there's a downside to that plan, isn't there? Just looking directly at the general.
Unless we aim where that fire expands.
That's if you believe them.
Oh, if they cross us, we'll, do away with them.
That sounds like a good plan. Apart from the fact that they're the ones behind the spread. And from what we've gleaned from their motives elsewhere, where we've been, they're not the directed burning type.
So, what do you want? Do you want us to end our relations with the cult of Cordella, as you seem to know? You want us to help the council against the spreading growth?
Well, yes, but I didn't say to do it for free.
Also, to be fair, the cult is more kill everyone and steal their souls for evil resurrection stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, a little more direct than your route, but less favorable, I suppose.
And do
The,
you already have the council's approval of this?
the council don't wish to keep fighting. And if you were willing to enter negotiations, which, by the sounds of it, considering we're still having this conversation, you're not completely opposed to, well, that could help the position of the humble folk and those displaced, which is becoming more and more every day.
And with that, Benna takes one step forward, and you see Lisa kind of tense. But all Benna says is, "You know, the Birdfolk Council were the ones that allowed the death of my mother. As your friend Maybell knows, she was a seer gifted by Kareth. She foretold the flames starting, and yet the council did not listen. You expect me to believe the council would agree to allowing a humble folk onto their council? You expect me to believe that they would expand their, well, discriminatory views? Allow bandits to help them?"
I'll take a step forward.
Hmm.
As it stands this very second, no. But if, say, a organised group of people who are currently at odds with another, let's say, went towards the grove and started offering aid, whilst the general, yourself, and maybe an advisor, looking at Lisa, went to discuss or negotiate, that puts yourself in a much favourable position, including the fact that you know they don't have the other name.
Roll a persuasion check.
As this conversation is getting heated, Taunok is just very clearly, shifting a little in his armor, kind of eyeing up these guards, just in case. Really not liking that Ivo decided to get closer.
Yeah, I've rolled 3 nat 20s in a row. This is going to be 1. Oh,
Yeah. And with that, Benna kind of looks back at Lisa, gives a nod, and looks back at the other three bandits in the room and kind of gestures for them to stand down and is like, "We'll agree to your terms."
thank you. The last thing I want is for everyone to die needlessly, especially Lisa. So, with you putting yourself in this stronger position for negotiating, I believe it'll help with the freedom that you're seeking.
And she just nods and looks back at Lisa and says, "Prepare a party to go speak to the council." And with that, Lisa nods and says, "Right away." And we'll hop around, give a nod to Ivo as she passes, squeeze through Volker, and head out. And then Benna is like, "We have a lot to prepare. You are welcome to stay the night if you'd like. Don't steal anything, and she grins.
Eh,
Would would be happy for the rest, but more than likely in the morning we will be heading straight to the grove. We're assisting tenders. It appears fire snakes are attacking them.
Hmm. Yes, we did hear about that. Have yet to send anyone to go help. I'm glad to hear that they have received some.
And if you were to be kind enough to send aid and make sure that aid is known, I'm sure that helps in your position. Maybe less bandit force and more mercenary force.
Seems like it. I thank you for your visit and your wise words. I will need to leave and go have a chat with our cult friends. Tell them the deal is off.
Well,
if you want to catch up later, I'd be more than happy to.
Hmm, actually, that would be nice, Maybell. It would be nice to chat about our old village and what we've lost, what we've gained.
plus if your cultist friends wish to cause a stink, I'm sure we could render assistance, and he'll just summon a blade in his hand.
Figured you wouldn't be disarmed.
Oh, I clearly have no weapons. This is just a trick of the mind.
Clearly. With that, shall I escort you outside of the inner keep? I will need to make my way.
Frankly, kind of think we can find our own way.
Well, we can stay the night if we can be shown to some form of rest area. Towner,
Of course.
we're friends. Let's act like it. Just for tonight.
Fine.
Isn't he
I
so cuddly?
Seems like it. I'm sure you'll make sure he will cause no issue.
Oh, he'll cause no issue, won't you, Talnick?
Telling you right now, any fingers I find in my purse are staying there.
Oh, there is no thievery in the fortress itself.
He says, "Don't worry, he borrowed money from us. He doesn't have anything to steal anyway."
We don't steal from our own.
And as of this moment, we are, let's say, starting allies.
That's a good way to put it.
But, yes, if yourself or one of your friends over there could show us to a rest area, that would be most appreciated.
She gives a nod and gestures towards the Jurbine, who steps forward and will lead you all outside of the inner keep, back down the path, and towards the building that was on the left when you walked in. Inside of the wooden structure is a bunch of beds, bunk beds, just general sleeping quarters, and it seems to be a big barrack.
Ah, thank you.
He'll give you all a quick, narrowed-eyed stare before heading out. And you see that the barrack is filled with not only bandits, but also what you assume to be refugees as well.
Yeah, and just to make sure Talnick doesn't say anything stupid, I'll activate psionic powers and we'll just speak through our minds. As he flops on the bed looking exhausted.
Well, that was well done.
That went a lot better than I thought it would.
You did really well.
Yeah, you seem to have her convinced at the very least that Silver Tongue's worth something.
Well, again, these are my people, basically, so kind of helps.
Yeah, don't remind me of that right now.
Yeah. Also, maybe don't go picking fights while we're in the middle of the place and we've just made friends.
Picking fights? Last time I checked, the bandits are the ones who have been picking fights with everyone.
Yes, now they're on
This is
our
just
side.
a continuation.
Yes, but
Well, if you two are gonna bicker, I'm gonna go do something useful.
I still don't see why we're not heading out right now. Give them more chance to kill us in our sleep before we actually can go do something of value.
did you forget that the cultists are here?
Yeah, personally, the more eyes, the better.
Plus, if the cultists don't agree with our new plan and decide to
Clean up.
get... Yes, and decide to get a bit, flamey.
Then the two wipe each other out and we're all the better.
No, we need the bandits, you idiot.
If it weren't for the issue of the bandits, we wouldn't be having this issue of not having enough forces to deal with it in the first place.
Well, here we are. And this is the situation we're in. So we have to like it.
Yeah, I think your understanding of cause and effect is a little warped.
Regardless of how we wish things were, we do have to deal with the way things are.
Yeah. So I would like to use my magnificent feast, take a short rest, and then cast it again.
Yeah, you are able to do that. Make a whole lot of food for all of the refugees and bandits.
Eat up, everyone.
You need
And
to get
at
a big dinner bell or a big triangle that you can, ding
Ding,
back
ding,
and
ding,
forth.
ding, ding.
I always assumed it was her divine focus.
That would be pretty funny.
And you got a huge crowd of mainly humble folk, some bird folk. And
Bugs
amongst
for
all
everyone.
And I'll try to take another short rest before I go to cast it again.
Yeah, at this point though, it's getting to like 8, 9 o'clock, so you can probably get off one more before you, I mean, go to sleep for the night.
Yep. I'll just do the one more.
Okay.
Yeah, I
There we
think
go.
I'll
I'm going
sneak
to
off.
point out that your magnificent feast goes away at the end of a rest. So if you rest, what's left disappears.
That's okay. It'll be a fresh batch. I'll just recast it in the same place. Change up the food a little bit each time.
Each time you get a crowd, all very excited. You hear a lot of happy chattering.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna slink off and walk around, see if I can find Lisa.
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
Holy
You
shit, what are these rolls tonight?
you disappear into the darkness of the night. And you are able to see Lisa. She's kind of sitting on the other side of that courtyard by the other building. Um, has a soup in her hand from Maybelle's feast.
Yeah, I'll just slink up next to her.
You see her actually startle a little bit before glancing at you and grinning and says, You've got not sneakier.
Well, it helps when you're trying to not die. Sorry for making your life a bit more difficult.
Oh, it's fine. I admit I wasn't looking forward to the plan with the cult.
I mean, the fact that that sentence had a plan with the cult in it doesn't sound good.
Yes. I'm afraid Benna's anger may have been getting the best of her, but it seems you've talked her down. I truly hope the council will listen to what we have to say.
Well, luckily we'll be heading past Alderheart on the way to the Scorch Grove, so we can give them a heads up and let them know the... We can't really call you bandits anymore, shall we call the mercenaries? How's that sound?
Hmm. It's got to be a better name than mercenary. It's got such bad connotations, you know?
Oh, but bandit is fine.
Ooh, how about freedom fighters?
Hmm, that could work.
Well, we'll let them know that the freedom fighters are offering assistance and that a delegation will be here shortly to negotiate.
Hey,
That would,
do you know that we're still connected, right? We can hear you.
Or you can hear, like, thoughts, you can't hear, like,
Yeah, well,
spoken
that's what
word.
I mean. Thought, yeah. Why are you one of those people that like think what you're talking?
No.
Do you sub
Okay.
vocalize?
No, he can separate thought from word.
Okay.
But, what's the general mood about this change, if you don't mind me asking?
well, for the most part, it seems like seems to be going relatively well. There were a handful of bandits who were truly bandits and joined the coalition for mostly protection, and they'll likely need to be uh, talked with a lot more than the general few, but for the most part, it seems rather good.
And I'm sure that'll also put the refugees' minds at ease. There's going to be less conflict for them with the central forest.
Yes, seems that way, and we are housing quite a few number of refugees. Ones that, couldn't fit in the small town of Meadowfen.
Yes, unfortunately, with the grove expanding, it seems it's only going to get worse. But I am glad you are okay.
Thanks. And I'm glad you're okay too. You've been okay traveling around with these three?
Yes, it's been a interesting adventure. Hopefully, on our next trip to the grove, it doesn't go completely pear-shaped, but as it stands, as bad as it sounds, I prefer it compared to our old life.
Yeah, I could see that. Really, the only reason why I joined the bandits again was because of Benna, and her idealism was infectious, you know?
Well, you mentioned that last time outside of Middlefen, and that's one of the reasons why I thought she could be talked to.
Good. I'm glad you didn't just come in and try to attack us. I admit I'm not sure what I would have done.
Well, I would have been in the same situation. That's why I tried specifically to not have it come to that.
You talk pretty well, you know that. And she gives him a slap on the back.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, one of us has to be the sweet talker. But I'm definitely expecting big things from you as the advisor to your beloved general to help make a place for these people.
Yeah, she just nods at that and says, huh, started a bit of that with these new refugees, but it seems like this Bandit Fortress might just become a town on its own.
Well, you'll have to rename it to the, maybe Mountaintop?
That could work.
But we're both going to be busy, so I shall let you finish your soup and get some rest.
You too. And she holds out the sword with the captain's marking on it and says, "Do you need this back?"
I'm good. I'd rather you keep hold of it.
Yeah. Well, see you later and good night. Stay safe.
Good night, Lisa. I'll go to bed.
Ooh, is there anything else anybody else wants to do during the nighttime?
Keep watch.
Yep.
Yeah, especially Tarmac.
Yeah. What order do you want to keep watch in?
Taunok is just going to keep watch all night.
Okay.
I'm just going to sleep.
Other people
Volker's going
might
to
double
yeah,
up with
Volker.
that, but
No, Volker's going to sleep too because he doesn't have any concerns.
And how long are you staying up, Maybell? Or are you going to take a later watch?
I'll tell Tanak I'll take the first watch and the last watch.
I mean, do what you want.
There's cultists here. I don't feel comfortable.
Uh-huh.
I also
Uh,
don't have dark vision.
Well, I can handle that part of it at least. But I ain't sleeping here.
Taunok and Maybell, make your perception checks.
And I'm assuming I need a save against exhaustion because I'm up all night.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't think that passes.
I don't know the rules, but I will trust you on that.
If I remember correctly, it's like DC 15, and then it goes up by like 5 for every extra day.
Okay.
You know what? I'll also stay up all night because Taunak's
I
words
was
are
going to say, if you're
rattling
staying
in
up
my
for
head.
2/3 of the night, you're effectively staying up all night.
Yep. Make your con saving throw, Maybell.
Oh, there's my exhaustion levels.
Okay, Maybell is fine. With those perception checks, Maybell, you don't really notice much. You just see a bunch of shadowed bodies sleeping in their respective beds. Taunok looking around, you also don't see much. You hear some like whispers about the making of a group that's going to talk to the council outside from a handful of the bandits. You also notice your friend Roxy sleeping on one of the cots on the other side of the room. But besides that, you hear and see nothing else.
Okay.
And yeah, you wake up in the morning, or they all wake up in the morning. Well, two of you wake up in the morning, well rested. Maybell, you're feeling tired, but you're able to push through. Taunok, you're very tired.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not make this a habit.
Have you two been up all night?
Fight me,
Yep.
Ivo.
I've got nothing. No, if I... Well, we should probably meet with the general, say our goodbyes, and be on our way.
I'm having breakfast.
Maybell, you didn't rest.
It's a short rest. I didn't do anything. I just kept watch.
You make a magnificent feast. A couple of the early risers get excited. They ask if you're going to stay here forever.
No, I have to go fight some ash snakes.
They look a little bit panicked at that and say, "Good luck."
Thank you.
Is that something we can freaking hit?
Well, if you want, when we leave this place, you can have a fight with me, if that'll make you feel better.
Not the time, Ivo.
Well, are you two ready and exhausted?
Ready as I'm gonna be.
While I'm here, I would like to use my Watcher's Eye to see if I can figure out where the cultists are.
Yep. Can you run, throw it up again so I can read it quickly?
I heard a whoop. There we go.
So yeah, looking around the courtyard, you don't notice anything, and at this point, you're not allowed into the inner keep.
It's fair enough.
Surprise, the entire bandit camp is setting off your detect the criminal feature.
Yeah, fair enough.
To be fair, it would have been going off constantly with Ivo there.
You know, I was kind of hoping it'd be a separation from like this kind of criminal from this kind of criminal.
Nope.
No.
It's criminals! Criminals everywhere!
So I say in the courtyard, do I see Lisa or the general?
Walking around the courtyard, you don't notice the general, and you also don't see Lisa.
There. Well, I'll just mention to one of the map patch at the inner keep doors. If you could let Lisa or the general know that Ivo and the rest of that group are heading off.
That will do.
Thank you. Shall we?
Lead the way.
We're off to see the tree in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, 6 days later. Anything you want to chat about during those 6 days? Obviously, Ivo or Taunok, you don't have exhaustion anymore.
Yeah.
Well, would it be 3 days if I'm using my bandit routes?
Yep, 3.5-ish.
Woohoo! Yeah, I still can't believe how well that went.
Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised you did that well.
Certainly could have been a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have mentioned as much as I should have to them, but I think
well.
that also helped bring them to the table.
It's also going to help get you killed when we, after they try to meet with them and they find out that you spilled the beans to them.
Well, they can just join the list.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm no fan of the Alderheart elder people, but I'd rather them not be actively hunting me down.
Oh, but where's the fun in that?
Hey, got enough to watch out for with strange bedfellows as it is.
who are you sharing a bed with?
Apparently, bandits.
Ivo, have you been sneaking in his bed at night?
Oh, clearly, but to be fair, I'm thinking that General might be his type. Between the two of them, they make nearly a set of eyes.
Oh, Benna. Oh, her mother was lovely.
You know, when you two are done joking, we can talk about how we're helping out people who are good
Hey,
at
I wasn't
nothing.
joking about her mother.
How insensitive, Taunak.
We literally did grow up in the same village.
Oh my god, I do not care.
So rude.
Bandits.
Yes, bandits are a thing.
Well, let's just get on with this. Fire whatevers.
Well, first we'll probably best off would be drop off at the tree.
Yep. I'll wait for you.
Are you sure you didn't want to go up to the top and jump off with your new ring?
I am. You know, after that, it's tempting. But no, I think I'm all set.
Oh, we'll let you know if they kill us. Oh, we won't, because we'll be dead.
Yep.
Oh, yep. You're able to make your way back up the tree, going to the council chambers. And again, there is a huge group of humble and bird folk waiting to be heard. But you are able to get seen rather quickly as um, the perch guard who are kind of escorting people in and out of the meeting chambers recognize you and lead you into the council chamber. There is Speaker Beta sitting there, and her um, other partner this time is Simon, the Morning Dove Luma.
Ah, Speaker, we're back soon.
Hey, you arrived much quicker than I thought you would.
As that we certainly did, and we've come with good news.
Mm-hmm. State as you will. What happened?
Well, the bandits are no longer working with the cult. The bandits are also sending a force to the Grove, and there's a delegation coming here to negotiate with the council.
At this, Simon kind of turns to Beta and says, "Wait, you allowed all this?" And Beta's just like, "Well, I decided that at the very least they should speak to them. It seemed like a." And before she can continue speaking, Simon interrupts her and says, "I won't allow it. Won't have any bandits into the tree." And Speaker Beta sighs and kind of glances at Simon, and you don't hear anything as the two seem to be communicating via message.
If I remember correctly, that's not your decision. That's the council's decision.
And also, if you want reinforcements, I strongly suggest it.
and a stop of the bandit activity.
Simon just slams a talon on his table and says, "Silence!" And Beta just kind of raises a talon as well and says, "We thank you for what you have accomplished here. We will be speaking with the entire council and we'll be making our decision." And with that, she kind of turns to Simon.
Oh, and they're becoming less bandits and more of a true coalition.
Yes, they've currently been taking refugees in from the expanded grove.
And they've been fighting the Grove. All the monsters.
We are happy to hear that. Aren't we, Simon? And Simon looks away.
Well, I understand that not everyone's going to be happy with this. This is a situation of less banditry, more assistance, and at this time, something that can't be overlooked, and something that needs to be seriously considered.
You need not worry. We shall be making a decision, as I said. We will just need to converse among ourselves before we make that decision. After viewing hours, Simon, I'm sure that you would be happy to hear what we have to say and would consider this a valuable option.
You know, it can be stuffy in the treetops sometimes. It's always valuable to go down to ground level and see what's actually going on with the will of the people.
And Simon is just crossing his arms, looking away. And Beta smiles and says, "We thank you for what you've done again. Obviously, we will not be stating our decision immediately, but
No, there needs to be the full council. We understand.
yes, we believe that this is a positive route."
Well, much better than the other routes is where people die on both sides and the fire continues to spread.
Yes.
But as it stands, we have somewhere else we need to be to help the tenders.
To be clear, do you want them, not the tenders, but the ash snakes, do you want them just dead, or would you like them negotiated with to see if they'll eat the fires for now?
We suppose either would work. To have them dead means our tenders are safe. To have them parlayed with means possible protection, but we wonder with the death of their kind from you all that parley is possible.
Well, we can certainly try. It's time to start looking for new solutions for old problems.
We wish you luck.
You as well. Thank you.
And we walk away?
You walk
Yep.
away. You walk down. You walk out of the tree.
Well, your heads are still on your shoulders. That's a good start.
Speaker Simon is a jerk.
Yeah? Let me guess. We don't want bandits in the tree.
Well, not just that. I get the feeling he's one of those hoity-toity types.
They're all the hoity-toity types. We knew that.
You know what I mean.
Look, they're gonna speak to the full council and come to a decision. That's better than where we were.
Debatable, but sure, let's go with that for now.
And Maybell suggested we parley with the ash snakes or whatever we find when we go to the grove.
Oh, lovely. Now let's make friends with the fire monsters that are trying to burn everything down.
But you're such a friendly personality. Clearly this is your favourite option.
I mean, listen, if it doesn't go well, it's gonna go your way.
Hey, to be fair, I like this one better than the deal with the bandits, so step up, I guess.
You prefer being friends with fire creatures than others of your own species?
In this case, yes.
Maybell, is his mind sick or is he just slow?
He's just old and grumpy.
Unlike the bandits, we don't really know what the fire things want other than to expand the grove, right?
We don't exactly know that either. We know the cult wants to expand it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we know that the bandits go out of their way to take from the people who they can afford to take it from, to look out for their own hides.
Yeah, that's how things work.
I'm not trying to be an idealist here, but saying we should make friendly with the people who are just pack of bullies picking on the smallest folks. It's not my cup of tea.
Well, you know that's not exactly what's happening, but I doubt you're going to change your mind, are you?
Oh, yeah, because that's why the bandits always pick the big armed caravans of all the people to target.
Realistically, there's also four of us to do. Were we expected to murder all of the bandits? I don't. What was the alternative?
I am just saying, I do not like making friendly with them.
Plus, if we then started picking fights with the bandits in the fortress, what's the likelihoods of the civilians not being involved?
I'm saying we shouldn't have gone to the bandits in the first place. Should take care of this fire problem, whatever, and then we deal with the bandits afterwards, the same way we've been dealing with them forever.
Yeah, and look where that's got us.
I mean, better than encouraging them to form a larger, more cohesive unit so they can take more stuff from more people who can't afford it.
Yep, that's not what's happening, but let's go with that, Taunik.
Look, let's just get this over with.
A last one we can agree with. Get this over with.
And yeah, you're able to walk down the main path to Winnowing Reach and then head north. Or, I mean, with Ivo's thing, you can actually just cut through the forest and head right here.
Yeah, it's surprisingly more useful than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Made a lot more of your travel a bit easier. Cool. So just before you're leaving the forest, you see a bird folk off to the side, kind of near the scorched grove, but not quite within it yet. And as you get closer, you see these bird folk is the Luma Trevor. He is kind of just sitting and watching flames that have a kind of servant like form. The flaming creature is circling around Trevor a little over 5 feet away from him, and its eyeless gaze is looking every which way.
I'd like to point that out, then sneak up towards it.
Yeah, make
Oh.
a stealth check.
I will split off from him, seeing he's trying to be sneaky, and I'll just come crashing through the brush.
Same.
24.
Oh, why can I not see your rolls anymore? Where did they go?
Can everyone else see the roll?
I can see it.
Hey, you get a
I just
17.
I literally can't click on the message tab anymore. I can click on all the other tabs.
Yeah, that happens
oh,
sometimes. Just reload.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had it happen a few times when I've somehow accidentally managed to pop out my message tab, then it just
Same.
completely shits the bed.
Yeah, I think if you
Okay.
double click on it or something, it pops it out, and then there's no good way to unpop it out.
Okay, that is exactly what I did. Good to know. Bring you back.
I even
Uh,
have problems when I try and
Yeah.
pop out a character sheet.
Double click to pop out, and then there is no way to actually move it back in.
Perfect.
I'm like, oh well, you're poking around with this. Let me actually troubleshoot this for once instead of just being like, reload the page. But there's nothing here.
Yeah, it turns out reload the page just is the solution.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. But
And
as
if you close the pop out, it doesn't go back in there either. You just don't have a chat anymore.
yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was so confusing. But so Ivo was sneaking, Townok and Maybell were just running in.
Yeah, going breaking off from Ivo and blowing his cover, but yeah, just charging in.
Yeah, Trevor will look towards you, and you see he's looking pretty sad and pretty rough. And the fiery servant-like creature stops circling Trevor and stares at you with its eyeless gaze. And Trevor just says, don't come any closer, please. Um, you've made it though. Welcome.
What is that? Why are we not killing it?
I'm gonna
Oh,
slowly offer prayers as I slowly approach it.
Don't get too close. And as you do get closer to it, Maybell, you start feeling a near unbearable heat coming from it. He says, "It's a fire specter. Um, well, going after the ash snakes didn't go too well."
Okay, that answers the first question.
Well, this fire specter seems to be Hazel. She protected me and got caught up in the flames. And now she's a fire specter who, well, they doing some kind of purpose, reenacting a moment in their life. She seems to just want to protect me, which is, I mean, uh,
Not entirely helpful when you try to leave here and end up setting half the forest on fire. Yes.
yeah.
Have you tried going away from the grove to see what happens?
Well, I walk and she circles me, and it's a bit dangerous going into the forest with a fire creature, and
Yeah.
I just don't want her to disappear. I mean, uh, I know it would be best for her, but she's protected me all this time, and she protected me there, and now this. And those, ah, the, and he just
Townok's
kind of,
gonna Townok's gonna try to walk over to him.
yeah. As you get closer, Hazel's specter form moves between you.
Huh. You, look, I get that you're going through some stuff with this. Gotta go eventually, though. And if you don't want to have to be the one that does that, I suggest you let us do it now.
Oh, no, no, no. I don't. I'd rather you not attack her, please. Please, just, I don't know.
So
Can
you're
you?
gonna do it then, before you go back into the woods.
Well, usually they dissipate once they've fulfilled their purpose. I guess she thinks she's still protecting me. Maybe she'll leave when the ash snakes are gone. I mean, the perch guard got rid of one, um, but then another showed up, and one of the perch guards died, and the perch guards just, well, they ran.
Yeah, not the most reliable bunch, are they?
Mm.
I mean, sounds like an easy fix to me. We go deal with the last ash snake. And if that doesn't fix it, like, don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but better come up with another way to make it work.
I'll think of something.
All right, so which way to this ash thing?
Oh, and Trevor kind of gets up and moves closer to the grove, and he points and says, just about 50 feet or so north is where we were when um, we were attacked.
All right, Maybell, Volker, Ivo, wherever the hell you are.
Yep.
All right.
Townok will start marching off in that direction.
Yeah. As you leave the forest, you see that expanse of plain of ash kind of dotted with charred trees, and you can actually feel the heat in the wind. And as it blows and disturbs the ash, you see it glowing briefly with sparks before it settles down again. As you walk on the ash, you can feel little stings that come from the forming embers as they brush against your legs. Um, so consider all of the ash difficult terrain unless you want some damage.
Gotcha.
I'll finish up my prayers and run to catch up to him.
All right, all right. Let's see if we can make this thing come out.
Um,
Yoo-hoo!
I'll activate the psionic power just so we can speak psionically. I'm just gonna head off to the side to stay out of sight.
Yeah, you do you, Ivo.
Yeah, you're not going to get much cover here because it's literally like a plain of ash, but there are some charred trees you can try hiding behind.
Yeah, well, it's probably like less hiding and more like staying low.
Okay.
Here, snaky, come here. Come on. Papa Townok wants to come give you a real big hug.
And ahead of you, you see a disturbance in the ash. As embers fly on either side, something is moving underneath the ground, just moving towards you quicker and quicker. And coming,
Townok's gonna brace himself and
All right, all right. This is the kind of problem I can solve. All right, come on, big guy.
And erupting from the ground is your black scaled friend Ash Snake. Gonna move you all here. Whoop. Uh, just gonna move. This is probably how things are. Okay. Move. There we go. And y'all can roll initiative.
Super high initiative
I
rolls.
was saying, where's your big rolls now, Ivo?
Clearly not hit. I mean, yeah, to be fair, combat now, I'm just going to roll completely shit.
Okie dokie. Adjust yourself a little bit as you wish. Okay, Maybell.
I think I would like to. Sorry, I want to go here. I'd like to call out to it. Do you speak?
The ash snake kind of hisses and glares at you and says, "We do. Why do you ask?"
Perhaps a negotiation?
You hear kind of like a hissy laugh.
Gonna take that as a no, Maybell.
Try. We killed one that didn't want to fight us last time.
Yeah, okay. I'll take my turn to cast Bless then on the other three.
I think Ivo is too far away.
He is.
Well, shit, I guess I'll cast it on me.
Yep, just out of range. So I'm good.
So, yep, just a 3 in front of the snake. And I guess that will be it for now.
Okay.
Oh,
With
this one
that,
doesn't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the ash snake says, "You all expect to speak after going killing us. We do not speak now." And we'll move. Yeah, she'll move there. And we'll lower her great body down and release some ashy breath. Taunok, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, cat.
Okay,
Oof.
you get 8 damage.
You also get to roll a d4. I think
That
it's gonna
includes the
really help.
D4.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no. And that
This
is
was
what
another
she's.
edition you'd be in real big trouble. Fifth edition doesn't have critical fails, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
well. Let's just start off with Wizard Eldritch Blast.
Unfortunately, a 12 misses.
Is that with an extra d4?
Oh, go ahead with the d4. 15 does hit, and it seems like the cold damage does more damage than you think it would. Anything else? Tauna.
All right. Let's grab a hold of our friend. Here we go. Oof.
Yep, with that, the snake is able to kind of slither around your grasp.
You know what? I'm going to action surge and do it again.
Okay. Yep, this time you're able to grab it.
And as I grab it, I'd like to use my brawler feature to try to grapple onto it.
Yep. Yep, you are able to grapple it.
Cool. Let's see. Gonna try to drag it up a little bit with my movement. Just there, far enough that it can't. Let's do one more. Just far enough that it can't easily reach the others if it tries to get away from me. And that'll be Taunok's turn.
Okie doke. Ivo.
So the snake is grappled,
Yes.
so that would give me advantage.
No, it just means its speed is 0.
Right, that's restrained. I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah. I can try to knock the snake prone next turn, but I get the feeling that might not work well.
Oh no, that's no issue. I can solve that problem myself. I will steady my aim with my bonus action, and for my action, I will throw my dagger at advantage, hoping to accidentally not hit Taunok.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're able to hit it good.
I'm going to say, at this rate, Taunok might actually kill you.
That's only if it hit you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I love the fact that this changes the sneak attack damage to psychic as well.
Yep.
But because I had to aim, I'm unable to move. So for now, whilst the fire snake is occupied with a grumpy owl, I'm good.
Before your turn starts, Maybell, you and Volker feel the ground shaking as a second ash snake erupts from the ground.
Ooh.
Maybell and Volker make dexterity saving throws. And both of you are knocked prone. Oh, Maybell, you are not knocked prone.
Volker, you're blessed.
Pretty sure 4 and 8 won't matter.
Maybe.
Well, if a 13 doesn't do it, an 8 sure as shit not.
Yeah.
Yay, not dog prone.
And just a second, let me add friend snake. There we go. Refix. Whoops. Yep, Maybell, go ahead.
I'm trying to cast something, I promise.
Yeah, we see it.
Ooh. Spiritual weapon.
All right, so yeah, I think it hits.
Yep. Which one are you going for?
I'm definitely going for the one that just popped up in front of me. So like as soon as it pops out of the ground, I'm gonna dodge, make my like spirit spear, and just thonk it on the head.
Yay. Thank you. And that definitely hits. Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
good. Ash Snake number 1 will attack Taunok.
Mm-hmm.
Will attempt to bite y'all.
AC is 20 now.
Misses the first one. Hits with the second one
Okay.
for 8 damage.
All right.
And Volker.
Yeah. Going to attempt this because I don't want to get smacked, right? So let's just try to make it start laughing for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Oh, surprisingly, he saved.
No. Well, I'm going to allow it attack of an opportunity so that I can run away.
Okay. It'll go down and attempt to bite you. Does
It,
13 hit?
it does.
Okay, 5 damage. And remember, it's difficult terrain unless you want to take more damage.
Wow,
Oh,
so I already
yeah.
used half my movement to get up, and it's difficult terrain. I can't really move anywhere. I can move like 1 square away, which I will do because I've already done it, but now my screen is frozen. So I guess I will move. Like, I think that's all I can move because it would have been
Mm-hmm.
15. Yeah, so I can, that's all I can do.
Okie dokie. Taunok.
I mean, I'm holding one. At the very can't. Maybell's in between me and the other one, so I can't really help her. So just gonna try to lay into this one. Bad snake.
Yeah, you're able to hit it.
And let's give that one a trip attack and see what happens. So DC 14 strength save.
Okay, it is able to save, but does it still, I assume it still takes the
Still
damage?
takes the extra 8 damage. Yes.
Okay.
That is. Oh, and I still have a bonus action, and I've taken quite a bit of damage, so I'm going to second wind as my bonus action, and that'll be the turn.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
Nice.
Perfect. Ivo.
Considering our newest addition to the fight, popping up next to Volker and Maybell, I will change my target and steady my aim and throw it at this one.
Okie dokie.
Does a 14 hit?
Nope. Just misses.
I was going to say, we
Well,
found our threshold. 15.
well, shit. But unfortunately, that's it for me.
Okie dokie. Second ash snake's turn. It's going to attempt to constrict Maybell. Does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, make a is it strength saving throw to escape? Or no, it's athletics or acrobatics to see if you can escape the grapple.
I see these snakes are combatants of culture.
I see the
Oh.
snake is about to get fucked.
You are able to dodge out of the way as it attempts to tighten its constriction. You do get 10 damage from that initial
Also,
attack.
is that enough to keep my concentration?
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
Con saves are always just if you take 21 damage or less, you just have to beat a 10.
And it's going to use its second attack against Volker.
Oh,
14? 7 damage. And Maybell, I feel like you lost 10 too much. I thought you were at 35 starting.
I was. Does that? Oh, it does say 15. That's weird.
well, she got hit by the ash thing too that knocked her down,
Oh.
right?
The eruption didn't cause any damage though.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a
Gotcha.
prone
I
thing.
did a big dodge.
No, we're just trying to handicap ourselves.
And then it's going to use its movement to bury back under the ash.
The attack of opportunity?
Yeah, go ahead, Maybell.
Oh,
I'll
fuck
allow
yeah. I
that.
will give it an attack.
Just give him a love tap.
Do I get to do it with my spiritual weapon?
I don't think so, is it?
Well, they don't get it.
No.
And
Okay.
the snake is too speedy for you.
Yeah, makes sense.
That said, now it's Maybell's turn, yes?
Yep.
This is not my circle, so I would like someone else who owns the circle to move it to the other snack, please.
That good?
Thank you. Give it that good old thonk.
Yep, that hits Snick. You take
Bad
8
snack.
damage. 8 damage, Snick. Whoops.
Perfect. I'm done.
Okay.
Nothing with your action?
Oh, that was my bonus action?
Yeah, he's still got an
Yes.
action.
Oh, shit. Well, then I wouldn't have moved backwards.
I would allow you to go back to where you were, and you could go forwards if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking flank with Townick and hit him from the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, the bless will definitely turn it into a hit.
Yep. Additional
Woo!
6 damage. The snake is looking particularly hurt. It is Snake's turn. Looking at the two of you, it will go after Maybell with a bite. Does 18 attack hit?
Yes.
6 damage. And then with her second bite, 14, I assume misses.
It does miss.
Okay. And Snake stay put. Volker's turn.
Yeah, Snake doesn't get to choose.
Oh, that's 10.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I missed something. It's going to be very easy to fix it. Because I had him grappled at the start of my turn, yes?
Yes.
So he takes automatic damage for me grappling him.
Oh, okay. Do the thing. Okay.
Extra 4 bludgeoning.
Okay, still up.
I'm gonna die.
Ow!
Yeah, you,
Those sad tier 1 cantrips.
you
Ugh.
hate to see it on a cantrip, don't you?
But it does do double damage.
A whole 2.
Yeah.
That's how many hit points I have. A whole 2. So at least I'm consistent. But I'm not moving.
Okay, town knock.
Hey, bad Snake, down!
Woo.
Oh, yeah.
You hit it good. Looks very, very worn out at this point.
Just because I'm gonna put another trip attack on that and see if that's enough.
Okay. DC saving throw. It saves. -4. Almost there.
Ah! Dang it. Oh well. That's... Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Because Maybell's still right there. It's difficult terrain. I can drag this guy a whole 2 spaces away from Maybell.
Okay.
So he's getting dragged along for the ride.
Here he comes.
Just pelt it from there! Damn it!
That's the turn.
Okay. Hello.
Wait, no. I lied. My turn again. So grapple damage again.
Oh, yeah. Go do it.
Just 1.
Okay.
Still not enough. I'll move up, seeing that Volker's relatively hurt. And unfortunately, I'm not aiming, but I'm going to launch off 2 blades.
Okay.
At least the
Second
offhand
one.
hits.
Yeah, second one hits. And how do you want to kill Snaky Friend?
I'll just... On the second one, it just flies right past Taunix here.
I'm on the other side of it!
It's a psychic blade, it's not even real.
It imagined itself to death. Or rather, you imagined it to death.
Pretty much. I gave it a really bad migraine.
And that is it.
For me, yes.
Okie doke. Second snake erupts from the ground again. Taunok, make a.
Hey,
what-
friend.
What was it
I
again?
think it was Dex save.
Yeah, Dex saving throw.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
You are knocked prone,
Yep.
and it bites you at advantage. It crits.
Lovely.
15 damage.
Yep.
And that is that. Maybell.
Move that circle on that second snake, please. can smack up from there.
That
Very sad.
misses. Did you want to attack it yourself?
You have an action.
Yeah, but this is difficult terrain, is it not?
It is.
Mhm.
Don't you have a ranged cantrip?
Or a healing spell.
Yeah, Volker could use that.
And
Yeah,
Vulcan.
although she can't do the bonus action anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She can run over there to touch him.
Well, I mean, I just tried to move closer. Because it's 10 feet per square, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
you have something you can do with your action, though, like an attack cantrip?
No.
Don't you have a... Are you wearing a shield?
You're right, I'll just take the dodge action.
It's not the worst action to take.
Yeah, like, it's better than nothing.
Okie dokie. Snake. Gone. Volker.
Let's see. Deciding between two things. This one's more fun, so we'll just do it.
Intelligence saving throw. It missed. What does it do?
It can't take reactions, and on its turn it has to pick whether it attacks, moves, or uses a bonus action.
Okay, and it also took 11 damage.
And it also took 11 damage.
Okie dokie.
I love that spell.
It's really good when something is not already in melee, because then it's like, you get to choose to do nothing or just move into melee.
It's also good against creatures that are not particularly intelligent.
Yep.
Like-
And it'll be helpful here because it'll stop it from burrowing again if it wants to attack Taunok.
I will just look sad at all of my wounds and then end my turn.
Okay. Taunok.
Taunok stands up.
Yep.
Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Here, let me show you. Ooh.
That misses.
Gonna use a precision attack to see if I can make it hit.
Oh,
Okay.
you've also got Bless.
That is with the bless.
Oh, you've got it already. Yeah.
Yep. So it's a 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And definitely gonna try to grapple it with my bonus action.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a sad roll.
Yep, it's able to snake its way around and dodge you.
Okay, well, that's kind of everything Taunok can do.
Hello.
Seeing that nothing's close to Volker at the moment and the snake seems occupied at the very least, Ivor will just crouch down a little bit, take aim, and try to arc one of his blades towards the snake.
Curveball it around Maybell.
Yeah, you're able to do that real good.
Low damage, but it's, yeah, that's still 13 damage on a D6 weapon. But yeah, that's it.
Cool. Snake's turn. Snake will go here.
Snake,
And
if Snake moves, that's all Snake can do because of Mind
oh
Whip.
yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, Snake stay there. Yeah, Snake will go after Taunok. Snake will attempt to constrict Taunok.
Okay.
Hoo hoo. Snake got 21 for 12 damage.
Okay. 12 damage.
And then make your escape.
That's an ouch.
Yep. Snake is not grappling, but will bite you.
Yeah. Snake grapples Taunok. Taunok pinches so hard. Snake is not grappling anymore.
Snake instead tries to bite, but rolled a 17, so no bite.
Uh-huh.
Mabel.
On Townick,
Okay.
because he's the one that needs the healing, right?
Volker.
At that point, actually, I kind of did.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine.
sorry. I can't see anyone's like hit points or anything, so. Yeah, and if you could move my circle so I can hit the snake with my bonus action, please.
You can already hit it from there, but I can move it if you want to.
The healing word is technically a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Then I'll just do it with my base.
Mace does hit Snake. 5 damage.
Back off, snake.
Other.
It's fun the first time. Let's do it again.
Intelligence. Ho ho ho, this time Snake was smart. Does she take any damage anyway?
Only
Half damage.
5, yeah.
Half damage. Okay. And is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Taunok.
Why you?
Yep, that hits.
I mean, I hit, and I can't wait to do it, so I'm going to try to trip attack it at the same time.
Okay.
It's basically just a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Why yada?
Put up your dukes! Put up your dukes!
What was the saving throw again?
14 on a strength save.
Okay, strength save. 15, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
he passes. And then he's not prone, but I still have a bonus action to try to grapple him.
Okay.
And he still takes the 4 damage on top of the 7.
Okay, yeah, you are able to grapple second snake.
All right. Oh, this is going to work way better. Well, marginally better. Oh, this is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it because it's the tank's job. I'm going to ignore the difficult terrain and take some damage
Okay.
to drag the snake up there. Oh, he go one more than that, I think.
Yeah, you can go, I think, 2 more.
I mean, I have half speed because I'm dragging him.
Oh, okay.
I think he would still be up level with me, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know
like
about that. Yeah. Either of
Uh,
those I'm happy with.
Okay, you take. Where is it? Where's my dice? Dice. 1 damage.
Ow!
As little sparks travel up your ankles.
Ow! Ow! Hot! Hot! That is Taunok's whole turn.
Hello.
Seeing Townet take or drag the snake further away. Either will stand up, take aim, and attempt to high arc the blade, considering it's at the edge of his reach.
That hits.
Yeah, he just flies in random directions. Yeah, that's it.
It is Snake's turn. Snake will bite Taunok. 22 to hit,
Yeah.
10 damage.
Ow.
Will attack again. 25 to hit,
Yeah.
7 damage.
Ow. Okay.
Maybell.
Well, I mean, how hurt are you, Taunok?
On a scale of 0 to 40, I'm about a 1. You know you can do that from 60 feet away, right?
Oh, shit. No, I didn't realize that. Well, then I'd like to take that movement back, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know why I keep thinking it's the other way. Anyhow,
You keep thinking you have cure wounds.
I do. I genuinely do. I would like to use my interact to put away my mace and my action to take out my crossbow.
Okie dokie.
That will be my turn.
Over.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just doing
being
the-
pelted by magic missiles, Snake looks pretty bad off at this point.
Volker will cough up blood and end his turn.
Taunok.
Oh, how bad's that snake looking?
Pretty bad.
Well, first of all, let's just roll our free grapple damage.
Okay.
2 damage. Mm. Snake's looking really bad. Taunok's also looking really bad. Taunok's just gonna hang on tight. You're like, all right, nope, no more of that, no more biting, and he's just gonna take the dodge action, and that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Ivo.
Seeing that Taunok is in distress, he's gonna just whisper quietly into his head. Don't worry, I'll save you. And throw a blade.
Yeah, 18 does hit. How do you want to kill this snake?
Or with it being an advantage, that's technically a
Nice.
crit, but doesn't
Yep.
matter. I'll just, as I'm whispering it to Taunok, I'll save him. You'll just see the blade fly past him into the snake.
Yeah, and with that, the snake falls over and is now dead.
Townok is just going to stand there for a minute and like pat out all his feathers. Hot, hot, hot!
You okay there, Volker?
I think he died.
Don't know. No, too much movement. There's still something to come. Because as you kill this snake, the earth starts shaking so hard it becomes difficult to stand. And about uh, like 30 or so feet away from Taunok, something starts to rise from the ash, growing taller and taller and releasing a plume of ash.
How big are we
And
talking?
like it starts as a hill, then starts to go mountain sized. And as the dust settles, you see a huge creature made of craggy black rock and pulsing orange magma. And it bellows before it begins its march towards you. And with that, we will stop for the night.